Hey Libras, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of reading here. Let's get right into your meditation. Let's talk about balloon animals. Yes, balloon animals. That was a lot of what I saw. If you think about a balloon animal, which is, if anyone's unfamiliar with that, it's where they take these, longer balloons and twist them and turn them and make them in, whatever the creator wants it to be, right? And I feel like it's a dual message around, firstly, that there is great facility, comfort, and goodness around being the air sign that you are right now. And also shaping your reality, your given circumstances, and your viewpoint in a way that is in your highest and best good and serves you the best. It also felt like because I saw this image of all of these really happily colored balloons as well, kind of like these pastel pinks and greens and really happy colors being twisted and turned to form the words happy birthday, which is funny. We're nowhere near your birthday season, obviously, but that's what I saw. And then I saw these balloons sort of flying up and all these different animal shapes as well, flying up into the ethers. And I just got this feeling, it's twofold. I feel like on one hand, you are in a position to take advantage of the air sign that you are, right? And take a bird's eye view of things, that really healthy bird's eye perspective that is always so helpful and beneficial. But I feel like you are sort of a beacon or an example for others moving forward here through the rest of this month, as if your higher perspective, your bird's eye view, it's a lightness of being almost, regardless of how you feel on the inside or, any given day. That is the kind of energy that I'm feeling you endow and embody, and really affecting others positively by doing so. It's really beautiful. It feels like you're stepping into a position of really being there for other people by example, but also through purpose, intention, and your words as well. On the other hand, I do feel like there is something to, taking what you have and shaping it to suit an energy that feels aligned to and for you, which is really cool. Very much like a creator, magician-esque energy here. So let's see what your animal energy is for second half of March here. Oh, and here we are. So this is fabulous, and I'm loving this already. So we have the elk here. Really, really lovely here, because the elk, we have earth energy here, of course, which is really funny because I saw all the balloons in your air sign selves and all of that, right? But the elk corresponds to the emperor key for me. Right? Aries energy, the emperor in the deck. The emperor is very much just like the elk, is about a grounded energy, someone that you can rely on and count on, right? I feel like this is saying that this is what you are for other people, but the way that you're going about it is by embracing, your air sign self, right? It's like you're lifting people up with you, with your energy. Does that make sense? And as a result, by them being uplifted, right, and you doing that, right, it's a very humanitarian vibe. It's giving them a strong sense of comfort and being rooted into the ground. So there is this dual energy, and that's the ideal, right, of being rooted into the ground, but also connected upward as well. So this is a really beautiful, beautiful, sturdy, stalwart, tried and true, comforting, abundant. Doesn't get a whole lot better than the elk. This is a really beautiful energy to come in here for you guys, for real. I also want to point out this eclipse-esque looking situation right here. We are coming upon the new moon coming up here. And it's funny because this is, Aries energy here. And we are just days away from going right into Aries season. There's something about you being very aligned right now with the season and working with the energy that you have, as opposed to displacing yourself mentally, looking into the future, longing for the past. You're feeling really good and grounded, yet ascended as well, being your air sign self. It's really beautiful, Libra. It's like you're the way maker. That's what the energy feels like, the way maker. Really cool. Okay, let's see what's going on. I almost said Aries, but Libra. Libras, but there's strong Aries energy here. I do think that Aries, oh gosh, guys, the sun. I told you this felt just so nice. I really love this. And do you see this whole like eclipse? And then we have the sun here too, the moon and the sun, masculine, feminine, being grounded and yet uplifted at the same time. This is beautiful. This is that warm light of illumination, truth, and all of the feel goods. This is you. But it's not just about you. This is what you are for other people during these next 2 weeks as well. And you see all these warm tones as well. This is so beautiful, Libra. You are the waymaker. You are the beacon. You are the sunshine. And that's so, so beautiful here. Traditionally, the sun can represent children, can represent, again, like I said, illumination of the truth, things being revealed. But this is the most positive key in the entire deck, and it came up first for you. I just heard you are sunshine. You are the sunshine for others and for yourself as well. But it's I can't tell you how good this feels. It feels like you're really doing the good work and you really are leading by example. It's a really beautiful thing. What's going on? You know, I'm drawn to the red here too. We'll talk about that in a second because I'm feeling all this Emperor energy. It's really wants to be talked about. So this red here too, and then we have, you know, these red colors here too. So traditionally the Emperor is depicted with wearing that red robe, right? Red corresponds to the root chakra, which governs our seat of safety, how secure we feel, our finances, right? All of that good stuff. And there's something about that for you where that just feels very much like you are a, what is the word I'm looking for? What are those, like gravity blankets? You know, they say those gravity blankets that help you sleep really, really well. You are a gravity blanket for someone or someone's around you. And I think for some of you guys, it's, you know, just a gentle reminder to also be that for yourself as well. But the quickest way to feel better or feel like you're living your best life and being your best self is to be there and be of service to others. Truly, truly, truly. You're doing something very right. And it feels really good. So we have the 5 of Cups here coming in right off the sun here. So this is fascinating to me because the 5 of Cups is traditionally, it's about, you know, focusing on what isn't working, wishing that things were different, feeling like, look at this like body of water here with the New York City skyscape here, feeling like you are separate or apart from what you desire or who you desire or your own path as well. And then you have the 2 cups in the background where it's like, hey, but look at this, right? Let's just pivot. Let's just do a little quick change here and turn around and look at what is working in a given situation. And I have this deep feeling because I'm really drawn to like the elements here, right? Because this is very earthy, right? And then we have the sun here, which is Leo energy and fire. There's something very elemental about this whole reading. Okay, I do feel like you have people around you that are in their feelings, feeling highly emotional, could be actual water signs, or just feeling like they, you know, are very in their feelings, like I said. Okay, it feels like lament would be the word. Okay, lament. And I feel like you are coming in and just, because look, you are the sunshine here on top of this water. And I do feel like there is this energy of, you feel like this too, on the inside. In moments, at times, right? 5 is the number of change, right? You feel like this on any given day at any given moment. But at the end of the day, you are able to, just like a balloon animal, take that energy and take those feelings and transmute them like a true magician. And you're able to be that sun for others. You're able to be that sun for yourself. And in doing so, be the sun for others, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? Interesting. I'm getting a movie that I have not thought of in a really long time called Kate and Leopold, starring Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan. There's something about a displaced time or feeling displaced or out of time or out of step with something. But what you're presenting, like how you appear, feels very like strong and different than maybe these moments on the inside of how you feel on the inside. It feels like a lamenting for the past or feeling displaced. Okay? But it feels strong. I don't even, like, I wish I could. I mean, it really feels so, so strong. It really, really does. 3 of Pentacles. Look at this realness. So traditionally, more earth energy here. Traditionally, 3 of Pentacles is very much about, you know, being rewarded, compensated, and recognized for the work that you do well, for your attention to detail, for the way that you approach a problem, an idea, a project, right? Really, really beautiful. You know, this energy here with this 3 of Pentacles, do you see how, like, I'm really drawn to this lady, right? She's to me, she's obviously the teacher. It feels like she's teaching this young gal here, giving her some notes on, you know, what would this be? Still life art or something? This is really, well, I guess it wouldn't be still life, but it would be whatever that's called, giving her notes on how to draw this beautiful lady model here. I feel like you're this teacher. I do. And I feel like it's more than one thing as well. I'm really drawn to that red wall again with the root chakra. I do feel like there's an aspect of your spiritual team or people that are supporting you, whether in person or, spiritually, energetically. I feel like there's a line of ancestors and people and support system behind you. I feel like you're being embodied here and you are using that as fuel to pass that along and help others. There's something about, remember when I said that there's a lot of success and reward to be found in being the air sign that you are? We talked about taking those balloon animals or balloons and twisting them into, I don't, twist sounds like but that's what it is. You're forming, right? Those balloons to really create what you want and what you desire. And then we have someone drawing here and, a little class being taught here. So I feel like there's something to that. You are truly, truly working with not just the energy that is, but the energy that you desire and pulling it in and helping others as a result. I do feel like you're in a position where you're just either the voice of reason or a voice of comfort. It feels really, 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 really good. Okay, the sun. Queen of Pentacles. Whoa. Look at all of this realness. So look at how beautiful. So Queen of Pentacles here to go with the sun. This is so stunning. The Queen of Pentacles traditionally, I'm loving all the earth energy for you guys. Traditionally, she is the best receiver of all of the queens. She is the best receiver, right? She knows how to take a compliment. She never does, any unnecessary work or overworks herself. She's really, really good at self-care, self-love, and balance, right? This is fascinating. Do you see how her throne is being formed of these roots? It feels like a tree and branches. And they were talking about the elk and the emperor energy. And see these antlers here and this mega earth energy. You are feeling grounded. It also feels that nature is playing a big part for you in terms of just however that works for you, whether you're spending some time in the sun or taking these, just even if it's a moment, just breathe in some fresh air and be centered and grounded. There's something here that just feels equally grounded and tuned upward into your upper inside intuition. Like I said, your air sign energy. But this is also about financial wellness as well. It really feels like, you're coming from a place of, okay, I'm stationary, I'm seated, I'm good with what I have. I'm in a place where I'm realizing that the more I'm grateful for what I already have, the more I manifest to be grateful for. It really feels like you have seen some receipts around that, I'll say. Wow. I see. Page of Wands. This is beautiful fire energy here. To clarify the Five of Cups, Page of Wands is about bravery. It's about courage. It's about, oh God, look at the red here. The red strands and ribbons and emperor cloak and all of this stuff. Page of Wands, the Wands rule the realm of passion, desire, artistry, and forward movement, right? You definitely could have some artists here as well, or art therapy, or someone who is, or someone's who are finding a lot of comfort and insight and happiness through creating, whether that's drawing, painting, telling stories, even, making music, whatever that is, okay? Writing. I'm seeing someone journal a lot, which is really cool. Actually, that's a really good thing. Journaling feels very pertinent because journaling grounds you, but it also connects you with your higher self as well. There's something about that. I can't get over it. I just keep feeling it. I feel it. But Page of Wands is very much about, it's that younger energy, right? And it's very much going, you know what? I'm going to have courage. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to forge ahead, even though I may not see the road in front of me, which makes a lot of sense with this Five of Cups. I feel like you are being the Page of Wands for a Five of Cups energy that might reside within you. And this is how you're responding to that energy within for yourself. Or this is other people around you. And you are being the Page of Wands going, you know what? I'm going to counter this and be a Page of Wands. And I'm going to bring this boon to you and go, you know what? You see spilled cups. I see fires of transformation, right? It feels like you're reframing things in like a super positive way. You know what I mean? It's a very healthy and beneficial reframing of thought process, pattern, situation, given circumstances. You are the balm. You are the way maker. And I love it. And I got to tell you something. They're pointing something out. I just started filming. You are the first that I'm filming for this entire round of readings. And they're saying that's no accident, right? You are the waymaker. That is so cool, Libra. You better work. Oh, the butterfly. Of course. You know you guys are butterflies, right? Butterflies. Interesting. The Pentacles. Oh, my God. Look at all this realness. Knight of Pentacles. I love this so much. The Knight with the 3. You know what I really like about this too is the Knight of Pentacles, again, more earth energy here. But do you see what we're looking at here? It feels like you are going, okay, I am the light. I'm the light for myself and others. I'm grounded. I'm rooted. I am focusing on the gratitude for the small things or anything that there is to be grateful for, okay? I'm responding to the stimuli within and around me from a place of courage and optimism and hope. You might even really be spending extra time creating things, writing things, and finding that that really pops you out of any energy around you or even in yourself that is not of a high vibration. You're finding a lot of comfort and goodness in that, and insights too. And going into a place of, wow, I feel like you're going to come out of this time over these next couple of weeks and go, oh my gosh, I am really good at blank. I am really good at the following. It really feels like you're partaking in something. You're going to have some sort of realization or a series of realizations around this time where it's like, wow, I really did that, right? Whether, just for an example, because the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy, but once it arrives, it's not going anywhere. This is financial prosperity and offerings and direction involving something that could be around for a long time, right? I do feel like for some of you guys, for a lot of you, it's going to be an internal realization around, wow, just for an example, wow, a lot of people took a lot of comfort from me around this time, and I really transmuted any feelings within and around me that weren't of the highest vibration and transmuted it into a higher vibration. I took that balloon and made it into a lovely balloon animal that makes everyone happy to see it, right? That's what I keep seeing. And you going, oh gosh, I want to do more of that. I want to do more of that. And maybe that translates into, volunteering as a counselor or volunteering, feeding the hungry or helping people. Or maybe it's even a career change where you're like, you know what? This has felt so good being the waymaker, right? Being in a place where I make a considerable and positive impact, not just in my own life, but in the lives of those around me, that I want more of this. How can I work this more into everyday life and existence? And I feel like for some of y'all, it's also going to be a source of income and revenue for you because you're waking up to an aspect of your true soul's purpose. And I feel like it has to do with what you are inherently and especially good at, whatever that is for you. Usually a hint around that too is what you were really drawn to as a child, or what do you do when you look up and 5 hours have passed? You know what I mean? This is really beautiful, Libra. Beautiful waymakers. This is so beautiful. It's like you're the light, you're the beacon, you are the emperor, and it's really, really beautiful. It's like you are seeing something that, the collective around you or in a greater whole are not necessarily privy to at this point, but you're able to see it. And I think that that is so, so beautiful. So we got an oracle card here, and I think that this is, oh God. We already talked about this. Okay. Remember how I said that this was the new moon and we were talking about the new moon coming up here? I believe it's on the 24th of this month and we're moving into Aries season. So we have moon cycles here and talking about this. Archangel Haniel, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. I want to point something out. You see the 3 doves and then the 3 pentacles here? There's something here about a life purpose, soul purpose, that is I keep hearing it, that is triggering and leading to a blessed career change, or at least inviting more of this philanthropist, that's the word I've been looking for, energy into your life. Again, I feel like you are clicking into something that feels really good and right in your soul. I do feel like it involves something that you are particularly good at, whether that's counseling or writing, making music, whatever that is. And you're going, wow, I want more of this in life, and it leads to added income or an increase in income, but ultimately it leads to a huge case of the feel goods. I'm really drawn to the doves here as well, which represent divine love. And we were talking about what you love to do, what you're inherently good at, and also this bright light and love that you are shining and extending to others. It's really, really beautiful. Also, manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. I think that that's really important for you. And we do have this imagery of the sun and the moon. There's something about this energy right now that's really calling you to lean more into what feels good in a productive and, healthy way, of course, right? But it's like I keep seeing this image of you realizing what a considerable impact you have on those around you in a super positive way. And you're just going, wow. Or you're creating art that you're going, wow, I want to share this with the world. I feel like this is going to, benefit the whole. There's something about that for you guys. And it feels so good. And I'm really happy to see this, Libra. You're really doing something right. And I send you all the love and kudos around that. I think this is so beautiful. Also, the new moon would be a particularly advantageous time for you to set some intentions around your path moving forward and being compensated and recognized for what you are particularly good at. If you already know what that is, it's about that growing and insight around how to allow that to grow. And if not, then you're really awakening to what it is. And I feel like for some of you who that's the case for, it might be a case of like, oh my God, I can't, this was here all along and I just never considered it an area of, profitable revenue, or I just never thought that I could monetize it, or I didn't even realize how really good at this I was until I started seeing other people's response to it. Okay? Oh my gosh, Libras, such a beautiful reading for you guys. With that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. I'm sending you all the love and light in the world. And as always, just thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.